detected. Channel
DP
switched.
correctly.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
me, yeah. Yep.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Server's up.
Thank you.
User disconnected from your
Yeah, Andreas, that kind of sounds like a distance between the eyeballs problem in the settings.
Yeah, you physically adjust inside the goggles, don't you?
I measured my eyes with an app, and I've done a lot of fine tuning. But still, when I have this close view or thinking it's a close view, it's VR. Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable because I view also I have also goggles or lenses under the goggle.
Oh, you're wearing your glasses under the goggles.
Glasses, right.
Yeah. Do you have astigmatism?
What's that?
Where the power of your lenses on your glasses are not the same in all directions. Basically, do you? I don't know what that would be called in German, but basically, yeah.
Yeah, I have not the same correction on both eyes. Yeah, that's it, and I have a really strong correction.
Well, no, not per eye, but basically, there's a cylindrical adjustment for each lens. Do you have anything like that? Do you?
No, I don't think. I have a miss center of the focus. That has not happened, but I have.
Yeah. Okay, if you just have a regular prescription, you don't have astigmatism. You can get lenses to put in the goggles to correct. Basically, that so you don't need to wear your glasses. Basically, you can. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
I've ordered lenses to put in. It's better with these lenses, but I have not the benefit that I could see on the keyboard below the mouse. Oh. And with the glasses, it's easier to adjust also with seeing the desk.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know someone who. That's where I was mentioning that because I know someone who had VR and they had to do that. They had to get lenses for their headset.
In flight, it's all fine. I have no problem. Just when you have the virtual desk, it's a little bit irritating.
Or just turn off the lights in your room so you can't see anything. That way you don't have to worry about that being able to see when you take it off. I know. I just have. That's one reason why I don't mess with the VR. It just sounds too fiddly. Because I have to wear strong glasses too.
I must be honest. I wear glasses since as I'm a child, and the eyes was always on the same strength of correction. And about 10 years ago, it switched. One eye went better, and one eye get worse. And then I had troubles with the 3D view. And when I took lenses in the eyes to do sport, it's gone. But when I view or use glasses, I have still this miss deepness of the 3D thing. See.
Yeah, I need. Yeah, when you get older, you're same thing basically. That's not especially if you're nearsighted. As you get older, you tend to get more farsighted. Your eyes can't focus as close as well. Yeah. So yeah, your prescription changes. Yeah, but me and my brother both the same way. We're like we both need to get our prescriptions redone of our glasses and everything.
Jens, how much time's left for join time?
15 minutes.
Oh, good. I should be able to make it. I'm still downloading the UK landscape.
Just a heads up.
You were downloading from?
UK.
I mean, what web page do you use to download from?
Oh, I have Condor Updater.
Thanks.
Or you can go to the club and get it, but it's a little more complicated. But
no, I've got the Condor Updater moving, and it's downloading, and I'm up to about 90%, and it has to verify everything. So I think I should be able to get it done within the next 10 minutes.
It's not so big.
Yeah, thankfully, if it was Transandino or worse AA3, I wouldn't be here till next week, I think.
just a heads up, you guys, a plane crash today is going to cost you 60 points.
Okay. You mean a mid-air collision?
Mid-air collision is 60 points.
Did they change the cockpit interior of the Discus with the last update?
You could download as add-on.
I don't think so.
It doesn't look familiar.
Let me take a look.
When you check the add-ons on the update, you have several cockpits. They modernized every cockpit I saw. Also with the new Hawk variant.
Wait, do you mean since like 308? Mean?
Well, I haven't flown Discus for a while, but I just noticed it didn't look familiar.
I'll take it and see. I don't remember if they changed anything.
Guys, have you got a map in the Alex? I have just a blue. I see the map, I see the course, but just blue, no map.
I got the map.
You probably need to download it.
No, I mean I could fly with you.
No,
Sure,
I mean you need to download it for the LX.
I didn't think there was a separate UK map. Maybe there is. I don't know. I've got it. I'm okay.
No, it's
Actually,
first time
yeah,
that I have
there
to
might
do
have
that.
been.
I've
Yeah, I
flown
think
also UK with the maps in it. Had never this problem.
Yeah, you go get the. You got 12 minutes to go get the UK map. I'm pretty sure there's
User
one.
disconnected from your channel.
Okay.
I could go. I could check my. No, where can I?
No, let it. It's okay.
Trying to think of what.
I'll check it later. It's a flatland task.
Yeah. Yeah, this is luckily, yeah, it's a flatland task, and we hardly ever fly it.
There should be a base map in the download.
No, I think I remember in that problem now, and I had to go get it. Then there's the high resolution, theoretically, maps too, you bring in.
Ah, okay. That's a good cloud here, huh?
User joined your channel.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks.
I'm
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark, you've really had a string of top finishes here this week. Pretty amazing.
I had a good week here, but I crashed during the U.S. soaring flight last night, so I'm out for revenge.
We didn't do anything. Give us a
Against the
break.
universe,
Give us
not
a chance.
against you.
Did
Now,
you
yesterday
notice?
I got lucky on this flight here because I just took the 126, and that was a
Yeah,
handicap board for me.
the second
forgot
126 came in second.
Yeah, I
Got
saw that
one.
when I uploaded the task and looked later. It's like the top three were all 126s.
And all the bottom ones were 1000s.
I'm always happy to see flights that aren't AA3. Like in Condor 3, there haven't been too many flights in any other sceneries.
Yeah, I don't know. They should do the UK one definitely. Oh, I mean, they haven't officially converted like the California one or the Cascade Range one to Condor3. But yeah, I don't know why we don't fly this one more often.
This one and New Zealand. I'd love to fly in New Zealand again. Every time I flew there in Condor 1 and 2, I really liked it.
I really like AA3 though.
Yeah, AA3 is nice. It's just, I don't mind a little variety.
Yep.
Hey, Dennis, do you think you're going to be doing that edition all summer?
Oh, yeah. I poured my footings yesterday.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is my last flight for about a week too, because I'm going on holiday and I want to end on a good note.
It'll be really interesting to see if by tomorrow morning you're going to be getting the shakes and stuff, from withdrawal.
Yeah.
I looked at my flight history in Condor Club ever since I started flying Condor 3. I don't think I've had a week off. It might kill me.
It's a little bit of a consolation. You can watch Tim stream.
Oh, that's true. I could do
that. It makes
that.
me feel better, not worse.
I could be sitting on a beach watching Tim stream. I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only 23 people here.
Some people might not have the scenery. Like it was used in the Condor World Cup, and I think the Condor World Cup was the only time I downloaded it.
Yeah, me too.
I saw a video and some photos of the Burkhardt, the guy in DB1, flying a plane. It looked like something you'd made out of balsa wood and, paper. an open cockpit, and there was like 2 little semicircle windshields it had. It was a side-by-side for the drivers. You guys might know what it is.
Segbird.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, there was this photo kind of looking up at it, with the light behind it, and it was just like you were looking at a balsa wood model, It was just really... The thing's probably made of wood, I'm assuming, so old. That Burkhardt's got a long history of flying stuff. He's another one of the old-time flyers.
Yeah, I remember a glider like that called a Segbird. I think it was called.
What was it called?
Segbird.
Okay.
Don't know how you spell it.
Slingsby T21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing not to worry about right now, Richard, but your microphone is not working right.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now, but you should check Tim's stream afterwards or something so you can hear. Yeah, it's got it's like it cuts out and there's a little click as you're talking randomly. It's not your push to talk or like that. I don't know what it is.
I should be using the microphone in the goggles.
Yeah, it does sound like
Yep.
it is.
I was going to say I can tell that you're using Oculus because on the U.S. soaring flight last night, someone else had the exact same microphone issue. It said they had updated the latest drivers, and there was a terrible clicking sound on top of their microphone. It's definitely related to Oculus somehow.
Right.
Yeah, I think I heard yesterday. Someone else had it too. Actually, I think.
Yep.
So, good job there, Meta. Have they hired NVIDIA, driver writers?
I finally just bought a nice desktop mic. Left it at that. I was doing a fair amount of online video meetings too for a while. Just got a real mic.
You just need to make one. I'm using literally a homemade microphone. So literally, the microphone capsule's wired up by hand and all that. I mean, the capsule, the actual microphone element is a bought one, but it's all soldered onto the wiring and a little weird clip-on headset thing I stick on my headphones. I just did it because I had it laying around.
Yeah.
I didn't look. Is cloud flying allowed here?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Okay, because it usually is in the UK, so I always assume that the flights in the UK are going to have it.
This is in Scotland, not the UK.
I'm sorry, John, but Scotland is in the UK.
No,
yeah, it's not in England, but it is part of the UK.
It's part of the British Isles.
This is Condor World.
Yeah, I often used to say that if I moved back to England, I'd like to live in Edinburgh.
You like the rain then?
Yeah.
So, Richard, you think the weather's nicer to live in where you're at than you would have been in the UK?
Oh yeah, definitely. More stable. Warm summer, cold winter. Not so much rain.
Interesting.
You usually get 1 week that's really cold during the winter time, but otherwise it's okay.
It doesn't seem stable to me if you look during the year. But I know what you mean.
Yeah. The other thing is that people in the UK don't know how to dress. So I mean, when I was a kid, I was continuously cold. Amazing when we've had visitors from England coming over here during the winter time, and the kids are refusing to put on long johns. That's what old men there. That's what people in Norway want to wear if they don't want to freeze to death.
Well, in the US, we had a documentary that taught kids how to dress properly in winter. It was called The Christmas Story. Where they, I can't remember the kid. The kid was
Good luck, guys.
dressed up a little too much. His mom dressed him up a little too much. He couldn't put his arms down.
Is that the one where the kid licks a flagpole and his tongue sticks?
Yes. I was thinking of the younger brother who mom dressed up so heavily with such a heavy coat he couldn't put his arms down. I like that if it was like really cold and windy. I like putting on as many layers as I could basically put on and go for a walk when it was like super windy and cold. You know, if you throw enough layers on, basically, yeah, that's actually kind of fun.
You start, Andreas?
Yes.
And good luck to you then.
Thank you.
Good luck.
It's a long way down, isn't it?
Yeah. We're such greedy bastards when we get a good cloud.
Well, I don't know how long it'll last, but that first cloud, the one Andres is just about to join, is pretty good. At least up at the cloud.
Duck, it looks like you're dumping water.
Who's dumping water?
It looks like Duck is dumping water.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you. I thought I had my buck wiper there, but obviously I didn't.
Oh, bug wipers.
What was the stop altitude?
14.
Thank you.
I'm doing another one of my patented pour starts.
Yeah, mine wasn't the best start ever.
I've been going through like 20 kbh under max. It's just really bad. I give up so much right off the bat. I can't stand it. I'm going to go restart.
Oh, this cloud was much better when I left it to get the restart.
Forget this. Go to the hill. Hill is much stronger. FES 3.4,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going over there.
3.7. Four.
Everyone's turning right.
Yep. Cloud base is at 2,300. Go further.
You gonna restart, Gregor?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Are you going back to restart, Andreas?
Yep. I thought I had a better cloud street, but it's not so far to the turn point, so I decided to restart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have no map. I have just a blue screen. But this cloud was the strongest that so far.
I pulled up way too soon.
Oh yeah. But I wanted to wipe my wings.
I can't find the center of this thing. This felt really strong when I pulled it up, but no, I'm not finding the middle. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on going over to where Nick was at, because that was when I pulled up in it. It felt like it hit almost 5.
Yeah,
once
it
I actually
did.
made it. Yeah, but then once it made a circle, it was just like nothing. Weird.
And they're listed as wide, too. Strange.
Yeah, this one is better, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going because I'm not too far from cloud base, and I might catch see if I can catch a cloud at the end of this ridge. Looks like there's a pretty new one at the end.
Is that a good one, Richard?
Not really. Move over to where I know I is. See if there's anything better there. That's better here. A lot better.
This is pretty darn really hilly for the UK map.
It's Scotland.
You need hills for the haggises to run on, so that's why they have longer legs on one side. I remember when we land, they're going to inspect the gliders, and if you didn't fill your wings with iron brew instead of water, you get disqualified.
Yeah, most of us. Restart.
Good luck.
Thanks. Now it works. Interesting, the cloud street is totally different now.
I like how the scenery up here was taken in two very different seasons. So like
I've got snow-capped peaks up here.
Yeah, there's snow on one tile and then just bare ground on the other one. That's funny.
Yeah, looks funny.
I noticed there was a seam going across what looked like a reservoir. On one side of it, it was full. On the other side of it, wasn't so full.
But it can be hard on areas with places that get lots of cloud cover. It can be really hard to do aerial photography. You basically end up having to just go, basically use whichever tiles you can get that have no clouds in them, so you end up with a mess of areas from different seasons and stuff just to get bare ground without clouds covering everything.
This one's good, Tim. You can get over here.
Thank you.
drop in ballast, Rick?
I caught the button and it dropped a couple of kilo too. Wasn't intentional.
Thank you.
Congrats.
That's yeah.
Is there a thermal right there, Greg? Or who's somebody had a thermal when I said that?
No, but there's a new cloud over me.
Yeah,
but not that strong.
I stopped and there was kind of a weak thermal. You guys passed it up. And I was like, I don't want to get too low before I turn, but and I think it was not even 2 meters per second, so that probably was a mistake. I just didn't want to get too low after turning and struggle to get the thing over the hills.
Yeah, but there's a nice new thermal after the turn point in the hills.
Well, it's nice he gave us a decent cloud base today. It's way up there.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like in Scotland, but I kind of suspect 4 meter per second climbs are rare in Scotland.
Unless you're in wave, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably wave might be, yeah, but not.
Nice, John.
John.
Congrats.
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 Congrats, Mark.
That's Mark.
Congrats.
That's mine.
Congrats.
Actually, the airspace is turned on. Actually, another thing I like about the UK scenery is the airspaces seem vaguely logical and make sense, kind of. So some of the airspaces are so much more restrictive in the AA3 task map.
That's Rich.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, are there airspaces today?
No, there's not. But I'm just saying though, in general, the UK map, the airspaces seem to be making a lot more sense. Richard.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Congrats,
Yes,
Richard.
Doug. Congrats.
Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congrats. Congr Yeah, John, that cloud isn't very good. 3.6
No.
netto.
Yeah, I'll fly under it. It'll still, if it's positive, it's a little bit of lift. I feel like I should have stopped that thermal just past the turn point.
Well, I tried one at a turn point, not good.
I turned at the turn point in that thermal. It's kind of nice. Like pull up, do the turn, hit the turn point, exit. While the barrier is still positive. It's a good feeling. But I wasn't going to circle there.
There it is. I was like, is there even a thermal here? Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I don't feel like being. I'm gonna at least clean my wings off.
The wave conditions today were weird. It was 0 miles per hour upper level wind. It's like absolutely no wave.
Oh yeah, they just had really terrible thermal. Yeah, it's funny because you set the zero like that. The wind above will actually be 0 relative to the ground, so it's less than the lower winds. Which, I mean,
That's weird. Yeah.
I mean, you can have that. I mean, it's just. I really wish the upper wind. I mean, it would make the wave simulation probably a lot more complicated. But it'd be interesting if you could actually make the wind blow in different directions upper. I mean, in real life, you can have upper winds blowing a 90-degree angle to the lower winds. I mean, besides having different wind layers and everything like that, but
Coriolis effect, isn't it?
Dennis?
Yep.
Congrats.
That's
Dennis.
Congrats, Dennis.
Congrats.
Don, out of curiosity, why did you go to the right there?
Sun's to the right of the ridge.
Okay, reasonable.
Bruce.
That's Bruce.
Congrats.
That's Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
I wasn't paying attention to which way people were turning, so they going more to the left would have been better. Could have entered in more directly.
Looks like they're all turning right.
Yeah, I was.
Yep.
I was thinking about turning left when I entered. Then when I looked up and I was like, wait, now they're going right. I had to turn a little bit to the left so I can get on the.
That was
enter
partially
in.
why I was asking, because I figured you'd have to turn that direction.
Yeah, I just didn't see which way they were turning. I mean, I was high enough that I could turn left fine from down below, but I wasn't paying attention to which way everybody else was going already.
Does it look like high activity to you out here, Richard?
Again?
Does it look like high activity out here in this blue hole we're sitting in?
Not exactly.
What was there activity variation set? I didn't.
Low. High activity high, low variation. That's activity high.
It could also be the thermal map. The thermal map could have. I mean, basically, all those settings are also still affected by the thermal map. So maybe the area just is set on the thermal map to have low activity anyway. So even on high, it's still not going to be very much.
I took the cloud just after the turn point, even though it wasn't very good, because it doesn't look very good ahead either.
Yeah, I skipped it, but I may pay. It's nice into the wind leg.
I don't like this thermal, but I don't see very many options.
Yeah, it's not my best of the day, but it's going up, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until I see you guys leave, really.
I think we really got spoiled on the first leg.
Well, streeting was supposed to be high, so I expected good cloud streaks on this leg.
Yeah, the problem is there's not enough flatland for the streets to form over there.
I'm not seeing the clouds to make a street with.
Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna go.
If we're willing to get low, we can finish the upwind leg here without climbing again.
It's a blue one right here we went through, Richard.
Yeah, I just went through it. We could feel it on the right wing. I thought, okay, I can see people climbing ahead, so that's a safer bet.
I Okay, I don't know what this means. If something just went wrong with XC-SOAR or something, but it shows the finish being entirely inside of a Class D airspace. I didn't actually
there
look
was
closely at it.
there was a Condor World Club task that did this. The start sector was like inside an airspace, and people who tried to land and relight got hit with a penalty. I think it's the same airport.
Made the same task.
Are you saying it was a low airspace?
Here. What XC-SOAR says, there is a Class D from ground to 617 meters above the airfield. So it might be a good idea to have a DDH of like 700 at finish.
And that airspace is active?
But XC-SOAR shows it being active, which means I get its airspace was exported from the task.
Yeah, same. But I thought I saw the same method that I always.
I don't know.
don't think it's active
when we get closer. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Definitely worth knowing. Thanks for pointing it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, you use XC-SOAR. Did the task converter?
Yeah, and I used Kotaku or whatever, and I loaded it in. But I thought that I saw something about like the same message when there's no airspaces at all. Thought I saw that message, so I wasn't thinking. Well, as soon as if I point finish line, I'll see it.
Although I downloaded the task first. Maybe they changed it from when they downloaded it to when they uploaded it to the server. So it might not be active on the actual task we're flying.
Where do you how did you do that? Where did you find it ahead of time?
It was on the forum.
I never checked that.
I generally don't anymore because most of the time they haven't been putting it on there, but they just happen to have. Oh wait, no. Nicholas going to the right. I'm going left, but I'm also like 1,000 meters below him, so.
I'm winning.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to pan or zoom on the Condor flight computer. If it was an AAT task, you can actually zoom in on the waypoints, but you can't do that on a regular task.
That's Mark.
Congrats, Mark.
Congrats.
That's not.
Oh yeah, I see. XC-SOAR does show it does show a penalty zone there.
Yeah, sometimes these airspaces on this map will have a airspace over near an airport, and then one of those green zones superimposed on it to basically nullify it. It could be that's. I mean, when I touch it with XC-SOAR, it doesn't show any other airspaces there, so I don't know. When we get closer, we can see better on the Condor. That might be something to keep an eye on.
So if you had that of a beginning of an air start task, you're saying that, if you had to restart, you'd take a penalty.
Well, no.
Yeah, that's what happened on the Condor World Cup thing. Someone
Well, yeah,
landed to restart and took a penalty in doing so, and they were not happy about it.
But right here, it's a different airport than we started as a problem. Or we air started,
right.
so we weren't. Oh, yeah.
Right. Not for this one. But it's kind of an interesting quirk to put it at the beginning.
Yeah, as I recall, it was an accident. They didn't do it on purpose, but
I'm going to assume that it is active, and I'm going to aim for a DDH of like 700 meters.
How are you doing back there, Andreas?
Fine. But maybe not
Good.
fast. But it works.
Lonely? Very lonely?
I have 7 kilometers to turn point 1. Yeah, the cloud at start wasn't so great that the first time. I lose time there, but the other cloud says 5 or 6 meters. Max, not average.
Yeah, I started late. I didn't get the boomer cloud everybody had at the beginning.
That's it.
So when I see the average speed, I'm slow.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats, Rich.
Congrats.
F1's really fast.
in general or today specifically? I agree with
Today.
both answers.
Yeah, today. He's got the highest average.
Congrats, John.
Congrats.
Thanks, John.
That's John.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thanks. Today I'm not so sure about the new clouds. I think they need a little bit time to get stronger.
Hi, 2.
Hi, Bruce.
3 on the 32nd.
Nice.
there's an airspace penalty could have been turned off as well too. Actually, I didn't even look.
I didn't see any airspaces when I was looking lined up.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to
XA
see.
source shows it, and I did do the task conversion from a saved after I joined.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm curious. I'm just curious to see what's at the end. See what's something. Is something gone wrong with the task converter thing, or it's possible the task converter just didn't do it right.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Tim.
So,
Congrats, Tim.
Congrats, Tim.
good luck. Good luck to all from Mike.
Oh,
Thank you,
thanks,
Mike.
Mike.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, because right now XE Store is like saying, you're gonna hit the airspace.
Tim, I ended up climbing 1,250 meters in that thermal. It's a pretty decent one.
Yeah.
Does anyone with the I don't know how you check with the Alex. And we're too far to click to see it. If it was the one. I mean, I don't see anything. Yeah, I think it must be.
Congrats, Bruce.
I think the task converter must have
Congrats,
glitched out or something.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats.
When I looked at the map before I came in, John, I didn't see any airspace active.
Yeah, I think somehow for some reason the task converter must have glitched out and turned the airspace on.
May they loaded up another version.
No. Well, Mark said he used the task from that we flew it.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's weird.
I don't know that I've ever seen it if it is, that's the first time I think I've seen that happen.
There's something written there at the end. It must be an airspace name on the end on mine, but I don't see any airspace.
Well, I'm just gonna assume there is. I'll finish high, then whatever. I don't really care. I'll just basically pretend it is there and see what happens. The minimum altitude is 200 for the finish, and then 400 above that will basically get you. I mean, you have to be a little bit higher than that, but I'll just aim for a DDH of at least 400, like 450 or something.
The last thermal that I was in kept getting better and better and better to cloud base anyway, so kind of had to keep climbing.
This one's averaging 4 up here, Tim.
Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, on the Condor PDA, I'm not seeing anything, but I'm still slightly too far to be 100% sure.
I didn't see anything up in the air. All I saw was a name. I didn't see a boundary. I just saw the name of a boundary.
Well, if we get there and it's not active, I will Yeah, I'll send that to Mark Till. He can take a look at it and see what went wrong with the task conversion.
F1 was in the last cloud that I was in. He left early, and now I see him kind of low and kind of struggling. I don't know why I left it also. It was my best climb of the day.
He went in low yesterday at the end, and he ended up doing really well. I don't know how he finished even.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more to go around today, I think. It's a pretty good mountain around the line. Yeah, I'm not saying anything on the Condor flight computer because it's XC source shows as a circle. I think it would be showing up at this point. Yeah, it's not on. I can toggle the airspace on and off now on the Condor PDA. I can see the circle, the grayed out circle. So yeah, that is definitely a false indication. So I'm gonna go read it. Oh geez, and I forget that VND is not exactly saying much on a Discus too. Mark, did you load the task up before? Did you have the UK map loaded up in XDSOAR before or after you loaded the task?
No, my process is always the same. I connect to the server, and then once I'm in, I immediately save the file, run Kotaku, copy the results to my tablet, and then continue. So it's the file that I got from the server at the time that I joined.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, did you have XDSOAR automatically load the map basically before you? But did you?
No, I had it on Alps, so I had to go back and switch the terrain to the UK afterwards. After
it had already loaded.
Correct. Yes.
I wonder if that's what, because I did the same thing. Maybe it loaded the airspace since it wasn't UK wasn't loaded. Maybe the airspace. Yeah, that could be what it was.
You know what? And that's why I got the message that said there's no airspace is active. I've done that before. It only loads the airspaces on the initial time that XDSOAR starts, not when you load the task. Yeah, good call.
Yep. Yeah. That's Well, I don't feel like I have a DDH of 180 right now at Recruity 5. I don't feel like I wasted that much time. I mean, a little bit slowing down, but it's not catastrophically bad.
Yeah, I mean that climb ended up at about 5 at the top anyway, so I don't mind that my last climb put me in this position. I rarely regret overclimbing. I often regret underclimbing. Nico killing it again today. Oh. There too.
Okay, let's see. I quit XC out and loaded back up and it still didn't do it, so I'm not. Can I see?
I got a label there, CONEL.
So that's the name. That's the name of the town. That's the name of the airport.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oban.
that's right. That's right. Yep. So then I got nothing on my side view.
Yeah, I think it's because we loaded up the task first in the XC store, and then switched the map to the UK. So basically, the airspaces got loaded after the task was loaded, so the task couldn't turn off the airspaces. Oh no, that's not right. No. Well, yeah, that's probably what it is.
The fact that it knows that the airspace exists means that it definitely did load.
This might be the only airspace out. This might be the only airspace out here. Is the problem?
Como map shows the airspace.
Oh, it does. It's active.
It's telling me that I can't penetrate it, but we know that there's no penalty for it.
Oh, there's something weird then. Maybe this task is weird.
Or converted. I don't know.
Well, I've had a nice day in jolly old UK.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. It's actually been a nice, relaxing flight for a change.
Right.
Wow. Look at
Good job, Gregor.
Very nice. Gregor?
Gregor. Wow.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, Gregor crushed it. You and Nico were just flying a different race. Nice.
Gregor's been silently crushing it.
Yeah, I was constantly looking at my height, and it didn't look that good at the beginning of the final glide. But I hit the exact same cloud, which was my first thermal I took, and it was still there, and pushed me up just enough to reach the finish fast.
Yeah, actually, I think we're not right about how I forget the airspace files. I think they're kind of a standalone thing. For XG Store,
They are.
the
they are
airspace file is
standalone.
the only. Yeah, it's the only place the airspace is. The landscape does not include the airspaces, so I think
but
it must.
XC-SOAR is traditionally smart enough to know if it's in the task or not.
Well, I know. I'm just saying though the airspace file is what defines the airspaces in the entire world as far as XC Store is concerned. So we're using the airspace file that the task converter put out. I'm thinking the task converter is at fault. It somehow, for some reason, it enabled that airspace in this task.
Yeah, okay, I'll buy that.
I'll mess with that after we're done. Because you can just look at it. There's simple text files. I just want to look at it and see what the I'm gonna do the conversion again and see if it still shows it being active.
That reminds me about the problem with airspace or any airport that has the. Oh no, never mind. Forget it. I'm totally thinking of something else.
There's with like airports or turn points that have different characters and stuff. Yeah, I'm wondering, if it could be something weird like that. Something about the name of this one causes it to mess up.
Congrats, Mark.
That's
Congrats, Mark.
Congrats.
Thanks, Mike.
Andreas.
Thank you.
Congrats, Andreas.
Thanks.
Congrats, Andreas.
Thanks.
Partridge.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
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 That's John.
Congrats, John.
You too.
Congrats, John.
Congrats, John.
Oof, F1 did push that final successfully.
He pulls out those low ones.
Where you going, Mark?
Either for a swim or catching a cloud over water. One or the other. Probably the swim.
Not looking promising.
I'll tell you, that water is cold.
Very wet as well.
Yeah.
And quite liquid.
The Discus 2 doesn't have very strong brakes.
Yeah, but good parking.
Yeah, I was like, at the last instant, I'm like, I need this turn before I hit you.
I think the VNE on the Discus killed your final glide, didn't it?
Yeah, well, also plus the Exisor, I mean, slowing me down. I slowed down. I climbed extra because I was, whatever the fake air, the false airspace thing on the Exisor. It's like,
Yeah.
I forgot that I forgot I had remapped my brake button. It's like, what was going to be a great park job turned into just taking the entire field out. Sorry.
but it's okay. In a way, I really dived through wrecking everyone else too.
Yeah, true.
That's like, my wheels are down. Why am I not slowing down? Oh, right. Whoops.
But it's okay for me after I finished the flight.
Nobody told me that for like the first 2 months that I was flying Condor, that anything that happens after the finish is fine. Because I kept landing and like people would hit me or something, and I'd get really mad. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Eventually I realized I uploaded my flight and it was still fine.
Yeah, it's good. That doesn't give any penalty points.
I don't know what happens if you restart. Because we can technically restart now. I don't know what that does. Oh, no. Land safety at the airport area. Wait, this is not the... So this isn't the airport.
Yeah, we're too far away from wherever the start point was.
Oh, I'm wrecked. No, also, that's a problem, too. I didn't realize. I thought I was fine, but no, my rudder's broken off.
We flew past the start point on the run to the finish.
But this is the start airport. I can't restart because I'm wrecked because somebody knocked my rudder off. I was looking at my plane on the external view and I didn't realize my rudder was missing. In the chaos, I think NOI did that.
Thank you.
Congrats, Tim.
Trust him.
Congrats, Tim.
I think I won the Discus 2 race.
Yeah, you did. Well done, John.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Congrats.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
You think?
All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in a week or so.
Yes, see you.
See you, Mark.
Have a good
Thanks for the
vacation.
flight.
Bye,
See you,
Mark.
Mark.
Have a nice holiday.
Yep. Have a good time and see you when you get back, mate.
Congrats, Richard.
Congrats, Richard.
Congrats, guys.
That's Richard.
Congrats.
Oh, no, you say slow there, Richard.
That's a bridge to fly under there.
Oh, that's weird. Dennis, on my end, looks like you're floating in the air.
I am. I landed here in the water. I flew under the bridge a couple times.
Bridge? Oh, there's the bridge. I didn't see the bridge. Yeah, but on my end, you're like 10 meters or 5 meters or so above the water. That's really weird.
Yeah, same on my end, John.
Hey, Dennis, do you look like you're up in the air? From your end.
For a
Yeah,
moment, I
well,
thought my game crashed.
From outside, I'm looking at myself, and I'm probably 5 meters above the water.
Huh, that is weird. The trees behind you are, I mean, they're in the water, but
Yeah,
their bases are down.
Yep.
Well, thanks for a nice task. Congrats all and good luck to you, Andreas.
Thank you. Yeah, 50 kilometer left, but I'll see the final.
Very nice. See you guys later.
See you, Tim.
See you,
Tim.
See you, Tim.
See you,
Okay.
Tim. Take care, mate.
Yeah, I want to test that. I want to see if I can figure out what went wrong with that airspace thing. Because yeah, that's if it's a bug with the task converter, that needs to be fixed.
Disconnected.
Bye, Mike. Thank you. Have a nice day and evening, and see you tomorrow.